Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I honestly have nothing planned for today's video, but I feel like maybe we should just sit down and talk and do our nighttime skincare routine together. I feel like I need to go back to my roots here. One of the first videos I posted on YouTube was my skincare routine video. I haven't really taken good care of my skin. After I got back from work, I honestly don't have the will to sit down and do my skincare routine. I just wash my face and then I go straight to bed. I know that's really bad, but I'm human too. Even though I really like skincare, sometimes I just feel like I don't want to, and that's normal. So before we start, I want to share with you guys my current skin condition. I have a lot of pigmentation. What else is new? I don't think I have any new acne, like active acne right now. Yeah, so let us start. I did wash my face just now. I used an oil cleanser and then I washed with a water-based cleanser. Simple stuff. So the first step is, after washing your face, you should use a toner. This is, I just recently got this. I've been using this for probably like 2 weeks, something like that. I use the light version one from Hada Labo. That one is really great as well. I really like layering that one because it has this like really light consistency. I really like that one. But the reason why I bought this, it's because this one is cheaper. This one was on sale. So I just thought I'd grab this one. But yeah, I really do like it. It's very thick. It's very thick. Let me show you. Oh wow, look at that. So thick. Can you see? I don't know if you can see because I cannot see, but yeah, it's very thick. But I really like this one. So let's just apply this on the face. So yeah, let us talk about life. Honestly, the beginning of 2020 has been hitting me real hard, man. So last week I wanted to post a video. I already edited the video and I already planned like I want to post a video on Sunday. That's usually my schedule lah. I post videos on Sunday. Jarang lah I on time because, you know, work and stuff. I don't really have the time to edit and film a video. I don't want to film something that I don't want to do, you know, paham ka? I don't want to feel chinchay. I was having a mental breakdown. I was just really tired. I planned to stay at home and rest, but then it turns out I have to work. I'm not complaining about working. I honestly am thankful, but it's just that last week I was really tired. I don't feel like working that night, but then I had to. So I had to go to work, but I still work macam biasa lah. I didn't complain or anything because ko gila nak complain ko kerja. I'm not complaining about work, okay? I love what I do. I love the environment. I love having friends around that I can work with. But then again, I'm human. Just that particular night, I was just feeling a little bit more tired than I usually does. Oh, by the way, I'm using a clay mask just because I feel like it. You know when you're tired and you don't know who to talk to and there's just nothing you can do, you just cry because at least that's gonna like release the pain a little. So that's what I did for 3 days straight. Yeah, so I cried for 3 days straight because I was just really not in the mood. I talked to my mom and dad lah, but sometimes I just don't want them to feel like I cannot handle that much stress, you know. Why do I feel like I want to cry again? Well, putting on my face mask. It's not that I don't share things with my parents. I do. I share a lot with them, but then, you know, sometimes they just don't really understand why you're feeling a certain way. They had it harder when they were young and all. I just don't want to feel more like crap if they compare what I've been going through now and what they've gone through in the past. You know, parents tend to do that, and I honestly don't blame them. It's just normal lah. I cannot see where I put this mask. Also not sure if I'm putting it correctly, but just for the sake of putting it, yeah. So that's what's going on last week. Fun, right? I feel like I have not been feeling this way for quite some time. Lama dah lah. I haven't gone to bed nangis, you know. Last time I went to bed crying was probably when I was in a relationship. But that is a whole other story, probably in the future. Apa benda ko wala ka muka ko to kung gusto. Wait, whatever. That was my weekend last week, but on Monday I felt great. It was a new week, so I pushed myself out and I went to work. I was feeling quite okay lah on Monday. Not really healed yet, but okay, not too bad, not too bad. And then on Monday, my boss instructed me to go on a work trip. So if I went for this work trip, it's going to be my first ever work trip experience. So we had a meeting with clients on Wednesday afternoon. I had to catch the earliest flight, which is 6 o'clock in the morning, to KL, and then from KL we took a flight to Kuantan. And then when we arrived at Kuantan, we took the cab to Kemama and Terengganu. It was a fun experience. At first I was really nervous because I was told that I need to do the minute of meetings, minute mesyuarat. I never done any of that in school or in college because I was never the setiausaha. So this was my first time doing it. So I was really nervous because if I do it wrong, then I'm just gonna screw up my first ever work trip, you know. Minute mesyuarat je pun jika kau boleh buat salah na. So the night before I went to the trip, I called my brother. I always consult my brothers for things like this, you know, because they're like more experienced. They have a lot more experience in these areas. So I called my brother and then he told me to do this. So everything I prepared already lah for the trip. After we arrived at Kemaman, my colleague brought us to eat to like different places. We went to eat first, lunch, and then because we had some time left before the meeting, we went to eat. We went to drink some coffee at this place called Hai Peng. It is one of the most famous coffee places in Kemaman. I think I'm not a coffee person, but I can tell like that's good coffee, you know. And then after that we went for the meeting, and surprisingly, because I was told that that meeting was gonna be intense because we were gonna talk about commercial stuff and we have to decide on the price on the spot. I was told that the meeting was gonna be that way because last time it was that way with my bosses. So they called this one a technicom meeting, which is a technical and commercial meeting, something like that. Yeah, they were really nice people. I didn't really contribute in the meeting. I was just there doing my thing, and then some people at the meeting was like, oh, sige did you? Anyway, I'm just gonna wash this first and then we'll continue, okay? Okay, I am back with a clean face. Yeah, so now I am gonna use back the toner. I don't know why I applied toner in the first place. Tapi, if I'm not mistaken, before you use a clay mask, you should apply toner first. If I'm not mistaken lah, don't come at me if that's wrong. But yeah, toner again. So yeah, so where were we? Okay, so after the meeting, we went to eat again. We basically ate a lot on this one day trip because my boss was like, Sap, makan tok Sap, Sap, jangan malu-malu Sap, makan je tok, Sap, tok. Something like that. My boss was stuffing me with food, man. And I'm thankful because he paid for all the food. So yeah, that's great. Oh, another thing, you know how I always introduce myself as Sabrina? It's not that I don't like, okay, so basically my name is Sabrina, but people call me Nina. Well, my friends and my family and friends call me Nina. But if I introduce myself, I would tell people to call me Sabrina. The reason why I wanted people to call me Sabrina is because I like the name Sabrina. It's not that I don't like the name Nina. I really do like the name Nina. It's just Sabrina is just, it's really beautiful in my opinion. Even the meaning is beautiful. But then, this is something that I feel like most people don't know, but I don't actually like people calling me Sap instead of Sabrina. Like if you call me Sabrina, then it's Sabrina. Don't call me Sap. I don't hate the name Sap because Sap is my mother's name, but I just don't like people calling me Sap. So at my workplace, I told them, jangan lah tenggah Sap, tenggah lah Nina, something like that. But then my boss was like, I don't want to call you Nina, I want to call you Sap. Okay, so something like that. He was just jokingly saying that to me, and I was like, okay. When he started calling me Sap, and then the whole office called me Sap as well. At this point, I just accepted the fact that they call me Sap, but I'm still not used to people calling me Sap because I remember the other day I was at this printer. I wanted to print out some things, and then my colleague at her table was like, Sap, tolong ambil lah, nak ke print aku ya teh, something like that lah. But then me minding my own business, she called me 1,000,001 times. I did not listen to her. Si sedap punya tenggahku dot. She was like, Sap, Stop! Sabrina, aku macam my printout siya dah keluar na. Only then I turn around and then I see my other colleague was then looking at me macam, hey, yan enggak kau, something like that lah. I work at 2 different places. Weekdays lain, weekend lain. So both of these places call me Sap instead of Nina, which is fun. But then my supervisor at my second workplace, she called me Nina. And when she asked in the group like, Nina, something like that, nobody knows who Nina is because I introduced myself as Sabrina, not Nina. And then when I introduced myself as Sabrina, they called me Sap instead. So when my supervisor told them to look for Nina, they were like, huh? Sama Nina? And then I had to explain to them that my name is Nina. Oh, anyway, now after I use my toner, I am currently using this powder, vitamin C powder. Basically it's vitamin C but in a powder form. So you know how vitamin C really is butthurt to jaga because you need to keep it in the fridge so that nya pun formula ya jadi buruk. I don't know, tapi I used a vitamin C last time. I used the clearest one. I didn't expose it to sunlight lah, tapi nya end up jadi macam kuning because it's not cold enough in the fridge, you know. So now when I discovered there is a solid form of vitamin C, I immediately got it. Unfortunately, you cannot get this on Shopee. I looked at it on Shopee, but I couldn't find it anywhere else. So I got this from xoxo. So they had to ship this out from US, which took 2 weeks, but because this is my first ever trying out a solid form of vitamin C, so I just thought it would be great. Oh, by the way you use this is you take the powder and they will provide you with this spoon, and then you just put it in here, and then you take something like your toner or your essence, pour it onto your hand, and then mix it with this stuff, and then you mix it together lah, and then you put it on your face. That's all. I really like this powder vitamin C, by the way. This is from Neogen. I'm not sure if you know the brand Neogen, but Neogen is very innovative with their products. After my vitamin C, I would go with my I would go with my lip balm. This is from Vaseline. Just any lip balm will do. At this point, I realized that my job deals with a lot of people. Like I have to meet up with a lot of clients and discuss about all these things. I was always afraid of meeting new people. I don't always show the very confident type of style. I don't like the fact that their first impression of me is like, oh, budak je ni. I don't think people actually think of that, but in my mind, I always feel like they're judging me. So I don't like going to see people for the first time. But with this job that I'm currently doing, I have to go out and I have to meet new people every single day, and it's a challenge, but it's also a fun challenge for me. I get to improve my self-confidence. I get to improve the way I talk to people. I learn a lot of things. I also had a breakdown one time because I really want to get a job somewhere else. There's a company that I really want to work with, and I was like denying the fact that kena lah aku si buat tu, kena lah aku. There were a lot of why did I do this, why didn't I do this. There were a lot of questions like that, and also to the point that I didn't feel enough with what I had. Macam pandai jadi si bersyukur, you know. I remember, I think my mom said this to me, macam dalam hidup tu we don't always have to ask the question why didn't I do this, like why didn't I do that, kena aku si macam tu, kena si macam tu. Because if you ask that question a lot, macam boleh jadi si bersyukur bah dengan what you already have, and that's just menidakkan apa yang Allah dah berikan kita, apa yang Tuhan dah berikan kita. And because of that, I feel like I've dealt with my problems a lot better, because instead of questioning why didn't I get this, why didn't I get that, I have to be thankful instead. I need to trust the process. I need to trust Allah's plan and all that stuff. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, I used my eye cream. This is from Mizon Multi-Function Formula Snail Repair Eye Cream. This one is great. It does not give me milia like the past eye cream that I used, the last eye cream that I used. That one is from Innisfree. That one is great also. My mom loved using that one, but it's just not for me. I feel like because it's the formula is like really thick, so it doesn't work for me. But this Mise-on one, it's great. It's also brightening under your eyes. I'm currently using my moisturizer. This moisturizer is from Safi. It's from their Derma Safe line. This is really great, guys. It's very moisturizing. And then for my acne, if I do have an active acne, I would use this one. This is from Body Shop. This one is so good, guys. I have not repurchased it, tapi dah habis. This one is so good. My skin loves it. My acne despise this one because every time I put this one on, the next day, poof, gone. And then combination noto dengan noto ng bomb.com. This one is the Nixoderm ointment. These two together is like bomb, I tell you. After I use this, I top up with this one. If you have a pimple, put this one the night before and then the next day, gone. Kasi lah niya gone tu. So tapi macam kecut lang kecut. That is basically my skincare routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will try my best to post more creative content. If I have the time. Please pray that I have the time. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will link all of these products down below if you guys are interested, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!